Okay, this is AADE Merritt with Insulin Nation, and we are at the American Association of Diabetes Educators in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm here with Sean Gallagher from Insulet. Welcome, Sean, and thanks for doing 5-Spot.
Thank you, AADE. I'm happy to be here.
Well, thanks. I actually wear your product, and I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Sure. I guess basically I can answer this, but what do you think is the way that you make a diabetic's life better?
Well, I think you also know that I use the product myself.
I did.
So I've been a diabetic for 33 years.
I've been one for almost 40.
You must have been born with it.
Practically.
Right. Okay. So how does it make a diabetic's life easier? Because there's a number of ways. And first, the obvious is that there's no tubing. But what does that do for you? It makes it easier because if, for example, you're a mom, you're not getting your kids grabbing on the tubing, getting hooked on the doorknobs, getting pulled. I had a friend once who was riding his bike, mountain bike through the woods, a tree grabbed the tubing.
I've been there.
Yeah, it came out of the forest without his pump.
Yep.
So no tubing is a good thing.
Great.
Another thing is there are only 2 parts. So putting it all together is easy. It's just the pod, you get your insulin, you put the piece on, and next one is auto insertion.
Yep.
So there's no needle.
Right.
You apply it to your skin, you hit the insert button, and you don't see the needle, and it inserts automatically.
Well thought out.
I think it was too. I wasn't there for the thinking out of it, but it works very well.
Right. Cool. I know you probably target the newly diagnosed diabetic, but what about attracting people who may use injection therapy or other products from competitors?
We do. We get a large percentage of our new patients from MDI, multiple daily injections, about 70%. About 30% come from competitive. And there are 2 reasons for that. One is that when patients are given a choice which pump to go on when they're currently on injections, they more frequently will look at our product and think, oh, that's attractive. If I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go with something that's easy to use. The other thing is that once you're on a product like the traditional pumps, your insurance company usually doesn't let you change too often. So it forces you to stay with that product until your contract comes up. Right.
Bad.
Right,
yeah.
But we work with individual patients who are using 2-pump right now, and we usually find some way to help them with the financial package.
Great. With the closed loop system becoming available, is that something that you will be able to adapt to, or will the product become obsolete?
Good question, because most of the artificial pancreas research sites throughout the world utilize the OmniPod as part of their system. Not exclusively, but most of them do. And so I think we're well positioned to integrating the different components that will eventually lead to the artificial pancreas.
Nice. And what are you most excited about in the horizon for diabetic technology?
Well, I think
I know you have a smaller pod coming out.
We do. We have a smaller pod coming out, which we're waiting for regulatory clearance on that. Not quite sure when that will happen.
Right.
But that'll be a nice improvement. But I think as we move towards the artificial pancreas, there'll be a number of different steps along the way. You know, one step before we get to the actual. We're losing our lighting here for some reason.
Weird.
What we're going to do is we'll see closer and closer integration. So we'll see CGM integrated with a pump. But the individuals still need to make their own decisions. So I think those types of incremental steps will continue to make it easier and easier for us to manage our diabetes.
Oh my God, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
A bunch of us are going out for tattoos later. Do you want to come?
I can't wait.
All right. Thank you.